October, the last time that we all gathered here after the university moved forward with an interim suspension for several of our IFC fraternities. And since that time, it's been almost 2 months, and I want to acknowledge the Office of Student Accountability as well as the Office of the Dean of Students for doing what I believe we do best, which is putting the students' health and safety as the priority of the institution, and their 2-month process to conduct thorough investigations has led us to the opportunity to visit with you all today to provide an update. I certainly appreciate your patience and certainly want to make sure to acknowledge the work that has occurred thus far. As you all know, the pause button that we pressed on the fraternities provided us an opportunity to look at and to consider some of the allegations related to potential violations of the Code of Student Life. Since that time, we have finished those investigations, and this afternoon I would like to share with you the initial outcome from those investigations. I think it's really important to continue to reiterate that these are the initial outcomes, because our student organizations have the opportunity to appeal every decision that has been issued as of today. So the process may not be completely over, but as the date, I'd like to share with you a bit about where we are. The University of Iowa has removed the registered student organization status for the Kappa Sigma, Delta Chi, and Sigma Nu fraternity chapters, as well as the Sigma Alpha Epsilon colony. This action comes after the conclusion of a comprehensive investigation into incidents involving hazing and alcohol. Yesterday, the Kappa Sigma International Fraternity voted to revoke the charter of the Beta Rho chapter, and the UI subsequently removed the chapter status as a registered student organization after an investigation confirmed the violations of both the university and the international fraternity policies regarding alcohol and hazing. The university, as I mentioned earlier, also removed Delta Chi, Sigma Nu, and Sigma Alpha Epsilon student organization registration status. And what this means is that the fraternities will not continue to operate as a recognized fraternity or a registered student organization at the University of Iowa. What's equally as important here is that we recognize that a number of these chapters whose registered student organization status has been rescinded is that a number of them have houses here on campus. And what's important to note is that those houses are owned and operated by either an individual private owner or a housing corporation. So those groups determine what happens next in terms of the houses. Something that I know has come up for our students is the concern about the timing of this announcement. And we certainly regret the timing is at the end of finals week. However, what we also wanted to be very thoughtful about is the fact that if any of those national organizations decided that they wanted to have the students to move out of their fraternity houses, that those students would have an opportunity before leaving campus to go on winter break or wherever it is they may be going next to be able to identify other places to live for the spring term. We believe that to be important and certainly central to our continued focus on student health and safety, and quite frankly, our students' success. We again do not dictate what happens in the houses. We do not oversee them. Those are managed by private or house corporations connected to each international or national fraternity. The university has also completed the investigations involving the other interfraternity council fraternities placed on temporary suspension for allegations including tailgates. The Associate Dean and Executive Director of the Iowa Memorial Union has followed up with individual chapters to share those outcomes. Something else I think is really important for all of you to know is that a part of our Code of Student Life allows us to meet with each of the student organizations prior to them receiving the letter and the notification of the outcome of the investigations. This provides the students an opportunity to ask questions, to really understand what the implications are for the sanctions that have been handed to them, and then it gives us an opportunity to work with them to provide them support resources that they might need in order to address the issues and concerns that come from hearing the news. I think that each one of you should have in front of you the media and the press release that includes the outcome for the other investigations related to tailgates or other violations of the UI Code of Student Life, so I will not go through each one of those. But you can see, again, that those chapters have been placed on either deferred suspension or probation. And we actually have a couple of chapters who were not found responsible due to the preponderance of, there was not a preponderance of evidence. As I said earlier, and I want to reiterate, each of these organizations has the opportunity to appeal. And that is a very important and critical process for the UI Code of Student Life, as well as the opportunity for our students to be able to provide additional information and certainly ask more questions about the outcome of the case. The University of Iowa, and I shared this with you all the last time that we met, is very proud of our fraternity and sorority system. However, we have high expectations for how we are responsible for the students' health, safety, and well-being. And that is something that we will not compromise as we continue to support our communities, including our fraternity and sorority communities. Those students continue to be an integral part of the University of Iowa experience, and we certainly look forward to continuing to support them throughout their time here. And we will continue to evaluate the fraternity and sorority life system to ensure that we are able to continue creating a healthy and very safe environment for all of our students to continue to thrive and to learn. Thank you. And now